Hello bookworms, I'm Becca and today I'm going to be showing you some of my cover buys. I'm pre-filming a ton of videos today and I swear all of my books are going to be scattered around the room by the end of filming these videos because I keep taking them off the shelves and then not putting them back. Also, as you saw in yesterday's video, if you're watching, you're probably not. It's chill. I'm recovering from the flu right now. My back is also really hurting me. I think I literally fractured my hip somehow, but it's fine. So I've been standing, I've been sitting on my stool, and nothing's quite right. So now I'm sitting on the floor, which is where I will stay for the remainder of this filming session. So it's kind of nice, very relaxing. Maybe I'll do this more often. Of course, then I'd have to shift around my shelves so that my Harry Potter books can be in the background and not my Twilight books. But anyway, let's get on with the video. I am hugely guilty of buying books for their covers and sometimes for their covers alone. Like just picking a book up because of the cover and not really caring about what the book is about. Obviously, that's the point of having aesthetic covers because you want to appeal to the people when they are looking for the book. The first one that I'm going to talk about is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I have another edition of this book, but I saw this one. It's like the Barnes & Noble, I don't know, I think it's like the Barnes & Noble Classic edition that has the beautiful gold edges. The cover, I don't know why I'm holding it closer, as if holding it closer will help you see that it's embossed into the cover. That's not how cameras work, but the cover is embossed, the spine is embossed, the back also embossed, and I just think that it is freaking stunning. Also, a bunch of my Wizard of Oz books that I have are cover buys. I think I did a whole video talking about my Wizard of Oz collection. Hopefully it was pretty up to date with the books that I have now. I don't think that I've added any, so I will just go ahead and link that video so that you guys can check out those covers because I got all of them for their covers because I collect Wizard of Oz stuff. Okay, the next book that I want to mention is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. I love this cover so much. It's so colorful and fun. This is another book that I have not read yet, and honestly, I could have pulled out all of my classic books because just about every single one of those I bought that specific one because of the cover. Like, obviously, you buy classics because it's a classic book, but I'm very, very particular about the covers for my classic books. Again, another classic, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I have another Pride and Prejudice, and it kind of looks like my Twilight books. Let me just grab it. Here's the other one. I think that it must have been a special cover for when Twilight was really big. I don't know, do they mention, I know they equate Edward and Bella to Romeo and Juliet, but do they, or something, I don't know. Romeo and Juliet, that has nothing to do with Pride and Prejudice. I don't even know what I'm saying. Don't even mind me because I am, oh! I found why I thought of that, because there's another cover of Romeo and Juliet and also Wuthering Heights. And on the Wuthering Heights it says, Bella and Edward's favorite book. Yeah, oh my gosh, I never noticed this. Discover the connections between Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy and Bella and Edward. Take the Which Character Would You Be quiz and more. I am so happy that I have this book. The next one is a recent one that I picked up, and it is Autobiography by Christina Lauren. This cover is so freaking beautiful. It reminds me of Aristotle and Dante, which I love. Any book cover that has sunset colors on it is an instant win for me because I love sunsets so much, and anything with the galaxy and stars and stuff is just so beautiful to me. Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore. I wish that I had my lighting on. Honestly, it was giving me a headache, but I just feel like this cover, I can never do it justice when I talk about it. It's got fairies on it. Oh my god. It's so freaking stunning. I think the only thing that would have added to it a little bit more is if the edges were deckled. I think that that would have really made the book to the next level. The next one is pretty simplistic, and it is Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. This is actually the ARC. I know that there are some really beautiful editions of this book as well, and some are pretty simplistic. The reason that I like this, I got it at BookCon, and the reason that I was drawn to it is mostly because of the simplistic cover of the ARC, but also because it looks like it was written with like charcoal and then smudged, and that really plays into the art that is all throughout this book. Really cool. And the paper of the cover itself feels very canvasy, so that drew me to it as well. Next is Let's Get Lost by Adele Said. I have not read this book, and it's probably been on my bookshelf for 3 years. I got it at Meijer, which is like a little department store, and I got it because I really love Paper Towns by John Green, and so I was like grabbing anything that had to do with road trips because I just was rereading John Green's books at the time, and this one had a map on the cover. So that's why I got this one. Remember in the beginning when I talked about walking past a display of books and just grabbing whatever sticks out to me? Well, that's how I got The Art of Not Breathing by Sarah Alexander, and spoiler alert, I hated it. So let me just go ahead and say that cover buying does not always guarantee quality content. Go figure. It's like judging a book by its cover. Obviously. Another one is We Are Okay by Nina LaCour. I just love how aesthetically pleasing this cover is. Whenever I talk about my cover buys, I end up feeling really guilty that I bought a book just because of the cover, so like, whatever, it's fine. Also, I grabbed Without Merit by Colleen Hoover because of this cover. I like how it's like stitched together. Please focus on the book, not on my face. I like how it's stitched together with safety pins and stuff like that. I guess Merit is the name of the main character. I know that Colleen Hoover? Oh my lord. I know that Colleen Hoover is very Alright. I know that Colleen Hoover is very problematic, but I loved It Ends With Us so freaking much. So then I went and bought all of Colleen Hoover's other books, literally. But this is her newest one, and I got this one specifically because of the cover. And finally, you guys know that I read a lot of mental health books, and I really love the cover of The Art of Starving by Sam J. Miller. I just noticed that like the title and stuff is supposed to be the plaque underneath the picture, as if you were at a museum. I don't know. It's very like minimalist, so, well, not really, I guess. I thought that it's very simplistic. So there you guys go. Those are some books that I bought because of the cover. Even though I said I'm like super guilty of buying books because of the cover, the majority of the books that I get are ones that I see other booktubers talking about, so I at least know a little bit before I buy them. The ones that I end up buying blind are typically because of the cover. Let me know down below in the comments what books you have bought because of their cover and whether or not you ended up liking the book. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below to see more bookish videos. That's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you tomorrow.